Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Young. We here, forever slow stroking the podcast, episode 46. We are back, son. And now we about to get into buying cryptocurrency, right? And some things that I feel like people should know, especially about that Ethereum Classic joint, right? So let's go ahead and get into it, right? So first, please support the channel by clicking that like button, followed by the subscribe button, right? So like and subscribe, please. I really appreciate that joint, right? And utilize the links in my description. To first, you can get $25 in Bitcoin by signing up for Voyager using my link. You get 3 free shares on Robinhood, and 4 free shares on Webull, as well as $25 for signing up to crypto.com, son. So use the links to get this free bread, son. All right, next, I gotta tell you this. I am not a financial advisor. What did I just say? I'm not a financial advisor, so my bad. But I do have gems for you all, right? So we about to get into it, right? Buying cryptocurrency with the focus on Ethereum Classic. So many new beginner or different people who never traded crypto before. So like I said, new or beginner level traders are excited to get into the different markets, right? But they don't really fully know what they're doing. There was a point in time I didn't know what I was doing really. So one thing that I had to do was kind of get help. I had to, get a mentor, somebody who could do it better than me, right? That's the thing. You can't be afraid to get the help that you need, or you can't be afraid to say, hey, I'm not as good at this as you are, so I need you to help me, right? So it's just being honest and accepting the fact that you need some type of maybe hand holding or some guidance, right? That's what the whole reason behind mentorship is, right? That's what I do for the people in my community. I mentor them for the different markets and making different investments, things like that. So that mentorship is much needed. But let's move forward, right? As we know, Dogecoin, Ethereum, Bitcoin, BitTorrent, Ethereum Classic, and many others really took off this year, 2021, for different reasons, right? But one really stood out to me, and that was Ethereum Classic. Ethereum Classic was sitting around like $8, $9 in January, early January, right? I think it was the second week of January, and that joint was sitting around $8 or $9. And then this week, it jumped nearly to $200. Why? Why did it jump nearly $200? Got you. I know the answer. There was an article put out, right? And basically, this joint ran 300% because people were purchasing the wrong cryptocurrency. They thought they were buying Ethereum, but they were buying Ethereum Classic. So, a regular Ethereum or a regular cryptocurrency trader understands the difference between Ethereum Classic and Ethereum. They understand the difference between Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash. What is the difference? There's thousands of dollars of a difference between the two coins or tokens, right? So the currencies have way different, values. So that's one thing you kind of gotta, pay attention to. And this type of thing can happen when you're in a rush or you're really unsure of what you're doing, right? So moving too fast and trying to make moves to keep up with the crowd, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to sit it out. You can't always, play what everybody else is playing. Sometimes you really have to just be like, dang, son, let me sit back and figure out what this is and if this is good for me, right? So don't get caught up in FOMO because now sometimes you can make bad decisions. Not that Ethereum Classic run was bad, because it's good. Because if you made a mistake and you're like, oh, wow, I actually made money off of this quicker than I would have made money if I'd have jumped to this currency, right? So you can make money right there, but your plan is to hold that joint long term because you like, oh wow, this is a good joint. People was telling me it does this, this, and this, but you're buying something that doesn't do this, this, and this. You're buying something that does that, that, and that. You feel me? You get what I'm saying? I hope so. Please keep up. But nah, if I'm not making sense, please just leave a comment, and I will do my best to, give more detail, better detail in the coming episodes, right? So I came up with some 3 little steps that could probably help you, right? Number 1, do your research, due diligence. It's the one of the most simple things that people could do, right? So before you buy, read the coin's description. If you are on really any currency app, you can scroll down. Once you click that profile, you scroll down, right? and then it'll say like about this coin or about or description, summary, whatever, and it'll pretty much tell you what this coin is and the focus of the coin. And if you scroll further than that, or maybe a little bit above it, they'll have some recent news articles. So read that description, read some of those recent articles, because this is what ensures you that this is what you want. This is how you verify, oh yeah, this is the one that I want. Or you might read something like, oh nah, son, that's actually not what I was looking for. And you can really save yourself some money, because I know some people that jumped into that joint and, when it pulled back, they lost some money, right? And that's what happens. It's a volatile market. Number two, analyze price action via charts. This is what we would call, a form of technical analysis. When you're buying, you want to make sure you're purchasing at support levels. So basically, a support is a common, low in a securities price. Um, Consider it as a floor. When you're walking, right, and you're walking on the ground, you don't fall through the ground. Why? Because it's your support. Your ground is your support, right? So apply that same concept to price action. If you are trading, you wouldn't want to you wouldn't feel bad for buying something at a low. However, if you're buying something when it's at the ceiling, you look down and you see the whole potential of room that you could fall. So that's important. Sell at resistance, buy at support, rinse and repeat. Son, number three, have an exit strategy for how you'll take profit and how you'll cut your losses. Because we all know, especially with crypto, this is a wildly volatile world that we're in terms of trading and investing. It's a lot of volatility in the market. However, some markets, when people move change over from one market to another, that volatility now turns into a decrease in volume. So now you may have some volatility, or you may have a decrease in volatility, which may mess up your cash flow, right? So son, pay attention to that. All right, so now that we got through that, I want to go ahead and go through number one, the progress for the week, and then I'm gonna give you the hidden gem. But first, like always, make sure that you check out my man Jermaine's Hustle Class. On Hustle Class is a valid podcast, and he gives so many gems, and the stuff he be talking is mad valid, son. So definitely peep into that, son. But all right, so trading, May 7th, 2021. 25% profit on FNB, 85% loss on CCL, ouch. 100% profit on SRNE, 100% profit on KODK, and 100% profit on Tilray. Big value, you know me. So now the hidden gem. Square got, beat down after their earnings. And last week I gave a episode on Square, and I told y'all Square after earnings. That's what it was called, right? So why was that? Because I knew it was going to get beat down, right? So Square, they got beat down, but they made a nice little recovery. So I would say buy in if possible. I'm not a financial advisor, so I can't make you do it, but I would just give a suggestion. Like, yo, son, I think it's a good price. So buy in, especially if it falls under 230. That's a valid price for me. And then PLTR, that joint got earnings coming out. Son, could this be the opportunity for redemption for PLTR? I just don't know, and I'm gonna do some more research to find that out. But I just wanted to put that in your mind, son, so that you kind of have an idea of what to do. But, son, this is Forever Slow Stroking. If you ever need help, just reach out. We got courses, mentorship, as well as, around the clock support for people just in general. But look, I gotta go. You could catch me in Houston, June 26th. All right, son. Oof.